Okay, now we're going to talk about peak oil hot water. If you're going to do one single thing, get a GE heat pump hot water heater. It's an Energy Star hot water heater. It uses the air in your basement, the heat that's in the air, puts it through, and the heat gets dumped into the hot water while expelling cool, dehumidified air. It's basically like an air conditioner on top of your tank. As far as my solar system produces 5,000 kilowatts a year. I used to use 5,000 in the house in Net Zero Home. Now I use less than 4,000 kilowatts a year because of this over 5 years. This will give me an extra 25 to 32,000 miles of electrically driven fuel when I get my plug-in or electric car. So this is basically giving me all those miles of fuel for free. It costs $1,600. You get a $500 federal tax credit, bringing it to about $1,100 if you pay taxes. You will save $350 or more a year off your electric bill. Okay? We also don't run a dehumidifier as much anymore down here because this basically, in heat pump mode, which is the most efficient mode, dehumidifies the basement. It does have water coming out the back. As you can see over here, I just throw it in the bucket and empty the bucket each week if it's really humid. You're supposed to have it connected to a drain or a sink. You can get a pump for that. There's 4 basic modes for the unit. E-heat mode is the most efficient. It uses 500 watts when it's running, maybe 4 or 5 hours a day. The next mode is called hybrid mode. That is where you're using the heat pump, which takes the heat from the air, as well as an element inside the tank. And then you have standard mode, which is just elements, and then high demand mode, which is elements plus the air running full bore. It's a 50-gallon tank. It works out great. Had it about 3 months. It's the single best thing I've done to power down my home. Compared to an electric hot water tank with a timer, it uses half the electricity. And that's about it for peak oil hot water.